Pain is a great teacher, they say, and rugby is not a sport for the faint-hearted. Yet, it plays an important role in the lives of many people and teaches us some of the most important life lessons. I'm from South Africa, and we have a bit of a love affair with the sport. But what does rugby mean to people in a country like the Netherlands, where the sport is not well known?
Nu wil ik het vuur zien van iedereen. Ja? Let's go, boys. Squeeze op 3. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze!
Let's go! Before we hear from rugby players, I thought it would be interesting to find out what the general Dutch public knows about rugby. So, I took a visit to some of my old colleagues. This is what they had to say.
Voetbal is better than rugby. Dat begint nog goed, hè?
So, what do you know about rugby?
Very little, to be really honest. I was just joking that I know how to spell it. And
ja, wat vind je van rugby?
Ja, niet zoveel dat het gespeeld wordt in Zuid-Afrika en in Amerika. En dat het een hele zware sport is en met een bal die niet rond is. Een raar eibal. Ja, dat.
Yep, so definitely not a well-known sport. There are, however, 98 registered rugby clubs in the Netherlands, and the sport is growing. To find out more about why people have chosen rugby over more popular sports, I went to a real grassroots rugby club in the south of the Netherlands. Seems like they know what rugby is really about.
Ik was zo bang dat die kaki mij zou vangen en ver op die zee wegsturen. Toen ik aan die kant van die effectse stand, daaronder langs die grote tv. Hoor ik mij terug naar jouw krachtval, daar waar mijn Sari woont. Daaronder en ik ben bij die grote dode boom, dat daar woont mijn Sari maar uit.
Gaan! Bal! Tackle hem, tackle hem!
Kijk hem neer!
Ja, ga Wesley, netjes!
Cool, smile.
Okay. Hi, my name is Carrie and I'm a rugby player and coach here at Rugby Club de Vets. To me, it's like my second home. I was born and raised here and I grew up here. I knew all the old guys and the young guys who were with me in the youth team. They were the seniors now and all the kids know me and it's just one big happy family. And it's it's really cheesy, but the family you choose. When I tell people I play rugby, they're usually shocked. First of all, they question, are you actually playing sports? And I'm like, yes, and I play rugby. And then they go like, okay, I have no clue what rugby is, but I can see you do it. So that's sometimes a bit funny. I'm pretty clumsy. So if I would have gone and played football, I would have looked like an idiot. And in rugby, it doesn't matter. And the people who are in the pitch with you at rugby, they're more accepting and more fun as the usual football players. So they always say rugby is for everyone, and I think that's very beautiful how it sounds, but it's actually like that, and it's actually really funny when you start to look at it, especially in amateur rugby. And I especially experienced it since I was coaching the Cubs, because when I was small, and I think a lot of children experience this in sports when they're bigger or they are not a stereotypical sports guy or girl, then it becomes difficult. But with us, they're the superstars. And we had kids who were so insecure at the start of the season. And they were like, oh, teams, I'm shit and they don't need me and stuff like that. And now they're the best. The man of the match is always forwards. And I love that. And that's what they stole my heart from day one.
Hey, we zijn hier vandaag en heb ik een paar vraagjes voor jullie. Ik wil eigenlijk van jullie weten, om's de beurt, dus niet allemaal tegelijk, wat jullie het leukste vinden aan rugby.
Wij zijn er eentje aan.
Ja, dat ga ik doen. Heden, wat vind jij het leukste aan rugby? Weet je uit je mond? Weet je het niet?
Ja.
Wat, vertel eens dan.
Ja, gewoon bal gooien.
De bal gooien, dat is ook heel leuk.
Schoppen.
En schoppen en kicken. Oké.
Hi, my name is Aniek. I'm the wife of Michael.
Yeah, so I'm Michael and this is my wife.
We have a son and a daughter and they both play rugby.
Yeah.
Our son is 10 and our daughter is almost 8 years old.
Yeah.
And did both of you also play rugby?
No.
We both didn't.
No.
No.
I know the rugby club because it's a little bit intertwined with the scouting here, and I was with the scouting when I was younger, and that's how I get to know them, because the male members of the scouting, some of them played rugby at the Vets.
Yeah. And I know the vets mostly from being a doorman at a bar here in Valkenswaard. And each carnival they came in with the whole group of vets players, and we had a lot of fun with them.
And where did you guys meet?
In that bar.
In that bar. I worked behind the bar and he was the doorman. That's how we met.
That's how we met, yeah.
And then you ended up at
Here.
the Vets.
Yeah, because our son, when we saw how he was playing, he also did taekwondo at an early age and he was physical, so we thought football isn't the game for him. He has to go do something else, and we wanted to put him on a team sport, and rugby was the most logical thing.
He has a case of ADHD, so he's pretty wild in his doing, and we noticed that before he started doing taekwondo and rugby together, he had a physical way of outing himself. So he was like physical against other kids at school, also against his little sister, and now he has like a way to cope with that. He knows that being physical is okay on the field, or okay when he's doing a tourney at the taekwondo, but it's not a place to, it's also not respectful to do that if you're anywhere else.
But also the physical parts, they are not so vulnerable than other kids, because they learn to take a hit or give a hit. It's normal for them. Also with the boys, but also with the girls, you don't have to look pretty on the field, you don't have to be skinny on the field. You can have any type of body or any kind of strength, and you can play rugby. And that's what they also learn here, that everybody can play rugby, and everybody, in what size or shape you are, that's okay. Yeah. We can all be friends here.
Everybody has a role. If you're fast, you're an awesome rugby player. If you're mighty strong, you can be an awesome rugby player. Yeah. There's something for everyone.
En Emily, wat vind jij het leukste?
Alles.
Alles? Ja? Goed zo, dan moet je nou nog beter gaan luisteren dan. Haha. En Stan, als laatste.
Behalve luisteren.
Oké.
Now, what do you know about, some special traditions that they have in rugby?
Yeah, I do know one of them, that you're obliged to drink a beer with your opponent afterwards. At least that's what I was taught. This is actually, I think, probably one of the very positive things of rugby.
What Martine is saying here is true, and one of the things I love most about rugby. For some reason, being out there in battle and being tested on all kinds of levels breeds a type of respect for your opponents and teammates. And even at a professional level, it's still common to have a beer with your opponent after a match. No one is bigger than the team, and no one is bigger than the sport.
How many seconds? Two. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2.
My name is Nam. I'm a player for the senior men rugby club, the Vets. I'm the captain and I play scrum half. Rugby is a big part of my life. I think it's the greatest game in the world. I've been playing it since I started studying. That's over 17 years already. It's almost half of my life. means a lot to me. Yeah, so in the beginning I was very unsure, very unconfident what to do on the rugby pitch. The game is new, my size doesn't help, but then you learn that it's not actually your length or your weight, it's how brave you are. So that's something I needed to overcome. And once that happened, I was no longer afraid. I was that one cheeky guy with the big mouth and running through gaps and tackled lower than most of the guys, and that gave me confidence, and my confidence grew, and that's when I started to appreciate the rugby game more and more.
Genoeg kleding meenemen, het is fucking koud. Geloof mij. En laten we vlammen. Let's go! Let's go!
People in rugby come in many shapes and sizes. Doesn't matter how big you are. It's about having a big heart, being brave enough. Size doesn't matter. It's the size of your heart that matters.